Since I come from the hub of anti-national activities, that is Jawaharlal Nehru University, JNU, therefore, I would begin my speech with two lines from a poem of Honorable Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. अटल जी said, छोटे मन से कोई बड़ा नहीं होता है,
क्या बात है?
टूटे पैरों पर कोई खड़ा नहीं।
दोबारा बोलिए।
छोटे मन से कोई बड़ा नहीं होता है, टूटे पैरों पर कोई खड़ा नहीं होता है। No one becomes great with a petty mind. No one can stand on broken legs. Why I say this, I begin with this, I'll explain a little later. The leader of the house, my friend Arun Jaitley ji, has made my task easier. While entirely agreeing with him that hate speech can never be free speech, I have to state certain facts because there are certain similarities in what happened in Hyderabad Central University, and Rohit Vemula was forced to commit suicide, which according to me is institutionalized murder, nothing else. Because a minister writes, where my disagreement begins with the treasury benches is, a minister in the Council of Ministers writes that the whole university, Central University of Hyderabad, has become a den of anti-national activities. And JNU, that creates the atmosphere. See, my point is, while agreeing entirely for national integration, for sovereignty of India, the problem begins when an atmosphere of fear, hate, and discord is created. You call that university the den of anti-national activities. JNU becomes hub of anti-national activities. Why I say this, it is not merely, I have already talked about the Patiala House court vandalism. I have already talked about what the Delhi MLA did. No action has been taken against him. BJP has not taken any action against him. The government has also not taken any action. Then what another BJP MLA from Rajasthan has said is filthy falsehood about JNU. It is anti-woman.
Shame.
And BJP, I'm sure, will not take any action. What happened yesterday in Delhi in ABVP's rally? President of Delhi University Students' Union, ABVP activist, a post held by the leader of the house, the illustrious president of Delhi University Students' Union, Mr. Jaitley. He said in the rally, we will enter their campuses and shoot the traitors. Is this not the hate speech? Who is making these hate speeches throughout the country? And what is happening in those demonstrations? That is what I'm saying. We have come to a stage in this country where patriotism is being taught by, not merely taught by gangsters, these gangsters are garlanded. Who are garlanding these gangsters? You have to find out. No, that is what I'm saying. That is why when BJP form of patriotism is talked about, I'm reminded of Samuel Johnson, who said, patriotism is the last refuge of scoundrels. Now, I will come to the point of why this has happened. Where is the blunder of government? You see, you take action against any anti-national activity, we are all with you, with the government. But in the name of 9th February happening, if you brand the entire institution as anti-national, that is something which is not acceptable. And let me tell you, it is not merely the political parties, Sitaram Yechury or leader of the opposition or Mr. Anand Sharma or Mr. K.C. Tyagi or Javed Ali, who are criticizing the government. 40 universities of the world, including Yale, Columbia, California, Harvard, Cambridge, have criticized the actions of our government in Jawaharlal Nehru University. Noam Chomsky, and I'm quoting another scholar, Diana Ek, who is professor of comparative religion and Indian studies at Harvard. She says, and I quote her, "The perception that the Indian state is increasingly resorting to intervention to suppress the views it finds threatening is threatening itself. Therefore," this is a communication to the Vice Chancellor of JNU, a long communication. Therefore, she says, don't acquiesce in this move to undermine a great university like JNU. JNU is not merely a center of internationally acclaimed academic excellence. It has been a center of tolerance also. I want to inform this House with a sense of pride because I have been the president of the Students' Union in what is described in books. I'm not saying this, the books are saying this, as golden period of JNU. Though it was period of a struggle, most of my time as president of Students' Union was spent in the jail along with the leader of the House in Tihar jail, fighting the emergency. I was president of the Students' Union from 1975 to 1977 April, and Sitaram Yechury succeeded me as president of the Students' Union. Therefore, I want to bring out 2-3 points about that university. You know, JNU is the only university in the world where student union elections are held by students themselves. Students constitute the election commission. There has been defeat and victory by one vote, but election commission's view has been accepted, who are students. Money power and muscle power plays no role in JNU politics and elections. You should admire such an institutions and not call it anti-national, what the BJP MLA is calling, what a member of parliament of BJP filed an FIR against, the JNU. That is why I am saying this whole atmosphere of hate will create hate only. It will not help. So reconciliation is the need of the day. And I'm not going to repeat the points which have been made by other speakers because I don't want to waste the time of this August House. But I must state certain facts about Jawaharlal Nehru University. That is the only university in India I am proud of where the struggle against emergency continued throughout the emergency era, right from day one to the last day. That is one university, why it is being attacked. Why there is charge of sedition, where the government has blundered, is the charge of sedition against Kanhaiya Kumar, who is completely innocent, who belongs to a mainstream political party. Yes. Why that was done? That is being done, and all kinds of abusive language is used about that great university by members and supporters of the Bharatiya Janata Party. The reason is very simple, and I must state with all my conviction in this August House, the reason is that that university has, though once ABVP activist was also elected as president of Students' Union in 2001, and the whole university accepted it. There was no marpeet with him. But by and large, Jawaharlal Nehru University has always opposed the ideology of communalism and fascism. It has stood for democratic values with all valor. That is why that institution is attacked. Ideologically today, the ruling party, the treasury benches are using that 9 February incident to malign the whole university. How can you call that institution hub of anti-nationals? अब मैं आखिर में थोड़ा सा समय आज लूंगा क्योंकि जवाहरलाल नेहरू विश्वविद्यालय का मामला है, अध्यक्ष जी, मैं कभी ज्यादा समय नहीं लेता, इसलिए मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि इन कारणों को आप देखने की कोशिश करिए। मेरा आपसे निवेदन है कि कम से कम अपनी पार्टी के लोगों को और उन तमाम संगठनों को जो लोगों को जान से मारने की बात कह रहे हैं, गोली चलाने की बात कह रहे हैं, कैंपस पे घुसकर देशद्रोहियों को मारेंगे, ये मंच से भाषण हो रहे हैं, उनको मना करिए और उनको सजा दीजिए, मना ही मत कीजिए। क्योंकि राष्ट्रीय सद्भाव, राष्ट्रीय एकता और समरसता तभी रहेगी जब हम दुर्भावना और नफरत के खिलाफ लड़ें। मैं कहना चाहता हूं पूरी विनम्रता और विनय के साथ कि आज का जो व्यवहार है शासक दल का, वो व्यवहार मुझे मजबूर करता है ये कहने के लिए कि जब भारतीय जनता पार्टी राष्ट्रीय एकता, राष्ट्रवाद की बात करती है तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है इन व्यवहार के कारण कि काल नेमी हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ रहा है।
बहुत बढ़िया।
आपने विचार अभिव्यक्ति की बात की, मैं उसमें एक ही बात कहना चाहता हूं, ज्यादा समय आपका नहीं लेना चाहता, लेकिन यह कहना चाहूंगा कि विचार अभिव्यक्ति पर जो सबसे जरूरी बात है कि आप विभिन्न दलों के लोगों को, विभिन्न विचार के लोगों को, नेता सदन ने कहा हम पूरी मान्यता देते हैं, तो यह मान्यता जो है कैसे होगी जब जगह जगह हमले होंगे उन लोगों पर। जवाहरलाल नेहरू विश्वविद्यालय का एक, उसकी कुछ घटनाएं मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा जो समाचार पत्रों में आ चुका है कि उसके बाहर लोग हर क्षेत्र में प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं विश्वविद्यालय के खिलाफ, और वहां तमाम जो मकान मालिक है उनको कह रहे हैं कि जेएनयू वालों को किराएदार मत बनाओ। ये अखबारों में छपा है, मैं नहीं कह रहा हूं। तो ये सब इसलिए हो रहा है कि एक नफरत का और भय का माहौल बनाया जा रहा है देश में, उससे देश बिखराव की तरफ बढ़ेगा। देश, मैं कहना चाहूंगा आपसे कि संशय नहीं विश्वास से चलता है, बिखराव नहीं एकता से चलता है। इसलिए उस एकता को बनाने के लिए आवश्यक है कि आप उस छात्र शक्ति का भी अपमान मत कीजिए। नेता सदन और बहुत से लोग जो शासक दल में हैं, इधर बैठे हैं, सबको पता है कि नौजवानों और छात्रों की शक्ति क्या होती है। इसलिए मैं बहुत बातें न करते हुए आखिर में इतना ही कहूंगा कि सरकारों को, जैसा नेता प्रतिपक्ष ने कहा था कि फ्रांस में, यूरोप में क्या हुआ 1968 में, वहां भी जाने की जरूरत नहीं है। 1975-77 में भारत में क्या हुआ जिसमें नेता सदन स्वयं शामिल थे, उसको जानिए। तो छात्र शक्ति और नौजवानों की जो भारत की सबसे बड़ी शक्ति है आज, कि 65% से ज्यादा हमारी आबादी नौजवानों की आबादी है, 35 वर्ष की उम्र से नीचे वालों की आबादी है। तो ये जो नौजवानों की ताकत भारत की सबसे बड़ी ताकत है दुनिया में। इसीलिए कहना चाहूंगा आखिर में, क्योंकि आपको आजादी पर बड़ी आपत्ति है, तो सिर्फ आजादी भूख बेरोजगारी से ही नहीं, आजादी सरकारी अत्याचारों से भी चाहिए। आजादी
मिस्टर त्रिपाठी प्लीज,
स्वायत्तता के लिए। मैं आखिरी बात अब
त्रिपाठी जी
बस आखिरी बात मैं यही कह के खत्म कर रहा हूं कि याद रखिएगा कि संघर्षों की छाया में असली आजादी पलती है, संघर्षों की छाया में असली आजादी पलती है। इतिहास उधर झुक जाता है जिस ओर जवानी चलती है। धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। प्रोफेसर मृणाल मेरी।